Welcome to the Future audio fiction anthology created by Broken Arts Entertainment, who has been breaking art since 2015. Our first show takes us into outer space, Outpost, by Scott Sickles of New York. Produced by Jack Davis of Maine, directed by Dzubak of Michigan, starring Rosemarie, Slade of the United Kingdom, Jeff Cabral, and Derek Kingsley, also of Maine. Sit back, it's gonna be a ride.
Emergency defense activated.
There are many theories, both scientific and philosophical, on the subject of parallel universes and scale, about how the world, the galaxy, and perhaps even the universe can be an infinitesimal part of a larger universe.
The universe can fit on the head of a pin, that sort of thing.
Exactly. For now, replace universe with galaxy and the head of a pin with inside a single cell, and you have it.
So what you're saying is, for reasons no one has been able to determine, our universe, or rather our galaxy, is being consumed by a large single-celled organism?
Based on all available data, yes.
And nothing can stop it?
It seems to feed on energy. Nuclear and other radioactive weapons have proven simply to provide it with nourishment.
And there's no sign that it's sentient?
It has not revealed itself to be so.
Okay, so what we have here is a spreading mass that feeds on violence, consuming everything in its path with no regard for life, human or otherwise, and it cannot be reasoned with.
You're drawing political comparisons where there are none.
Aren't there?
Extrapolating from the most recent available data, it is highly likely that the only politician left in the galaxy is you.
How far has this thing spread?
Extrapolating from the most recent available data, it has consumed more than 99.999 repeating percent of the Milky Way.
How long has this been going on?
It was detected 6 weeks ago. It has spread exponentially since.
That's impossible.
It would seem so, but imagine, if you will, you have a map of the galaxy on a table. You pour a viscous liquid on one point of that map, and you keep pouring on that spot. What happens?
Spreads and spreads until it covers the entire map.
Which is why
it hasn't reached us yet, because we're on the very edge of that map.
Exactly. While you were in stasis in transit, this was occurring. By the time your vessel arrived, nearly 70% of the galaxy was consumed, which meant
people thought they could still make it back to their families.
Therefore, they left.
And they all just left me here?
You were traveling alone.
Right. Who thinks of the labor negotiator when they've got people they actually care about? So, why did you wake me?
With the impending threat so close and the station abandoned, power was diverted from hospitality to emergency defense.
Hospitality?
As such, your stasis chamber was powered down and opened, and here you are.
How much time do I have left?
Mere minutes, I'm afraid.
I'm sorry, did you say...
Minutes, yes.
Not even hours?
Extrapolating from the most recent available data.
No, don't tell me. I don't want to... What about my family? My kids?
I am so sorry.
Are you? Or is that just an algorithm to make you sound human?
Does it matter?
I guess not. So, it's entirely possible that I am the last human being, period?
It is not only possible, it's likely. Incoming vessel.
Someone's coming this way?
Where else are they going to go?
Fair enough. I guess whoever it is didn't make it that far.
This is not a returning vessel. According to station manifests and logs, this ship has never docked at this station. And now it's likely it won't. The organism has overtaken it.
Oh my God! So close. What happens when the organism overtakes something?
Extrapolating from the most recent available data, the organism consumes the energy generated by the vessel. The vessel then remains suspended within the organism, attracting other as yet unidentified suborganisms, similar to phagocytes, which then break down the vessel and its contents.
Including the passengers.
It is safe to assume that the passengers have perished from asphyxiation by the time the phagocytosis has created a sufficient breach to gain access to them.
Is that what's going to happen to me? I'm going to asphyxiate before being digested?
It is one possible outcome, yes.
Do we have any weapons on board?
None that I can grant you access to. I'm sorry.
Not even in unprecedented extreme circumstances?
I'm afraid not.
Please, I'm begging you, don't let me die this way.
Incoming vessel.
Another one?
An escape pod from the captured ship. I'm in communication with it now. Oh.
Oh? What do you mean, oh?
I've taken over navigation of the escaped vessel and am guiding it to a nearby maintenance dock. You will have just enough time to converse with another human being before the organism reaches the station.
Great. I hope they're not an asshole. Dying alone would have been bad enough. No offense.
My algorithm instructs me to tell you, none taken.
I just don't want to hate the last moment of my life any more than necessary.
The vessel has docked.
Wait, do you know who this person is? Are they dangerous?
They have no record of felony convictions.
Any felony arrests? Any non-felony convictions? Any violent misdemeanors?
Extrapolating from the most recent available data.
There was a drunken disorderly arrest once. They let me off the hook because it was my bachelor party.
I remember. How are you here? Now?
Isn't it obvious? I came to rescue you. It was a much better plan when I started out.
The kids?
I'm so sorry. They sent their love.
Sent? How did they...
I don't know. I just know that they...
Were they off-world or...
They were home. All three of them. Plus their 2 husbands, 1 wife, and our grandkid.
I can't imagine what they must have gone through.
Extrapolating from the most recent available data, when the organism breaches a planetary atmosphere, the ensuing fire can be quite beautiful.
I don't think we actually wanted to know that.
It may provide some small comfort that the speed with which the organism converts the atmosphere into energy for its own consumption is rather rapid, often depleting the atmosphere before scorching the planet's surface. In all likelihood, your loved one saw something beautiful before meeting a peaceful demise.
It means well. It really
Based
does.
on the organism's current rate of growth, initial contact with this station will occur in 4 minutes.
Not even a 5-minute warning?
That was the plan, but the rate of growth accelerated. It would seem that the energy emanated by the station itself, as well as the energy trail left in the wake of the escape pod, is acting as a beacon. I've taken all of this into consideration. You have just over 3 minutes.
What do you want to do?
Since you botched the rescue? I don't want to die in here, waiting for whatever that thing is to drain our life support before it dissolves us.
May I suggest an option?
We're all ears.
There is one vessel remaining in the dock that will be able to support you indefinitely in stasis. I can program it to take you to the nearest galaxy, and if there is intelligent life there, it is possible they could salvage the vessel and revive you.
How long will that take?
Several million years.
And to the best of my knowledge, life has not been discovered outside of this galaxy.
It has not, which is not to say that life elsewhere does not exist, and that it is not somehow civilized.
With our luck, we'll be revived by aliens who will consider us a delicacy.
If we do this, even if we never wake up again, we'd still be alive. And together.
But we wouldn't know that. We'd be asleep, at the mercy of our circumstances. One of us could wake up and find the other one has been a mummified corpse for 1,000 years.
Contact in 2 minutes.
Can we get to an airlock in 2 minutes?
Are you sure?
If you'll come with me. If I'm going to die, I'm going to die in your arms, kissing your stupid face.
There are worse ways to go.
The organism has made contact with the outer hull.
What the hell happened to our 2 minutes?
A sudden and unexpected acceleration of growth. You do not have time to make it to an airlock.
So we are stuck here while it eats us?
I have jettisoned the escape pod from the dock. If you can stand inside the dock, I can blow the hatch and the vacuum will take you. The station's main reactor has been compromised. I am running on emergency power. I can still blow the hatch. Do you have any last words?
Any last words for the entirety of the human race and the whole of civilization from creation to now?
I lost my wedding ring and replaced it with a duplicate.
I know. Anything else?
Emergency power will be compromised in 5.
I love you.
4.
I love you too.
3. 2. 1. Bon voyage.
You've just listened to Outpost by award-winning writer Scott Sickles, directed by Dzubak, starring Rosemarie, Slade, Jeff Cabral, and Derek Kingsley, produced by Jack Davis with executive producer and sound engineer Joe Swenson. This was the first show of the Future Anthology. Stick around, because our next show addresses a fear that a lot of us have about the future.